position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Tootin. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Forced out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. It's a seam wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, TCU.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Otis. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The Sooners send out the punt unit.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He's in open space downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the returner will be brought down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, the power run here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 35. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Virginia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Frogs will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Second down.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. The Sooners want to move quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Try to get it to the edge. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to Gibb, looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Green. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office, being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Hill. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
4th down.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Oklahoma.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown Sooners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Line gets set. First down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. Inside the 10. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Rides to back and leaves it. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He might want another play. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working on the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right down the middle. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll go to the toss. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
2nd down coming up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but Man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Toss to the outside. Plows through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds the tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's small. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on.